My content is intended for adult collectors of the product, not made for kids. Hello everyone! For this video, we'll be reviewing Ace Dragon Pro Series. So a huge thank you to Royal KAIJU Blader for the assistance in getting this new wave. KAIJU has a YouTube channel, so please subscribe to him and show him some love. Do that right now, subscribe to his channel, come on, go do it. I also wanted to review the weakest one at the start. This is like the weakest one out of the whole wave. We're gonna get to why, but this is like the most disappointing one. Like, let's be honest now, like, regardless teeth or no teeth wear, it's like this, it just stinks. Like what, Drake, I guess? Like, come on. The parts that it comes with is Dragon 2, Zan, Ace, and Drake and Reboot. Now, I'm saying this now because it literally doesn't make any sense. Well, okay, I've already said the reason why they do this, but there is Reboot Dash, okay? There is Reboot Dash, right? We know this. There's even Ultimate Reboot Dash. And instead of picking either of those, we got normal Reboot. So this is why I keep on saying that they are not competent with their choices. So let's take a look. Stickers right here. The bay. And there's instructions, but we'll show that at the end. So let's just put the stickers and do part by part. So to go over to our part by part, we have our Dragon 2 chip. So something I don't know if I mentioned on the original review, but the TT, yeah, TT does look a little bit better on the paint job. Usually Pro doesn't look too bad, they're slightly more saturated. TT does a little bit more of a glossier metallic paint. Hasbro is a little bit more basic there, which is really a weird difference. As far as how good the actual chip is, Dragon 2 is a very, very good chip in G. It was a solid release, it had strong locks on and everything, and this was pretty good for right spin combinations on stuff like Lord. I think Command would also be fine, or even Judgment. It is a good chip, I would say, very solid. So for our next part, we have Ace. Now there's a big difference between this one and the original Ace, that being that they're using the mold from the purple Ace Dragon. Now, with the release of the purple Ace Dragon, they decided to give mini stoppers like Lord, so this is to increase the burst resistance on Ace. They have chosen this for Pro. I think even with this edition, this release is not justified in being made. You get the idea. For how good Ace was, not really that good. Ace was like literally at the start of GT, and there are a lot better options, like Judgment for attack. Really just Judgment for, honestly, like, I would have preferred something like Knockout Odin. That would have been a really nice Pro release. So Drake originally came on Zwei Longinus. So was this actually good? No, but what I do find really, really funny is that the Zwei Lunar that they released came with, what was it, Blitz Extend Plus? And they're doing this thing on purpose where instead of just giving them as close to the original as possible, they make it so you gotta buy all these separate Pro releases to try to complete the near stock. So to anyone who complains when TAKARA TOMY does this with, let's say, the RBs or other stuff, Hasbro is just as guilty. So, but it's cool to have, I guess. Like as a collector, like if you didn't already have Drake for whatever the reason is, even though I'm pretty sure there are cheaper ways to find the original Zwei Longinus, I guess if you want that. Which, to be honest, I think we can all agree is Reboot. There's Reboot Dash, there's Ultimate Reboot Dash. Why? I'll tell you why. It's because they have a catalog. Whatever is the cheapest thing that they can pay for, they'll do it, and that's how they put it in. It's like, ugh. Anyways, with that being said, I also should show off the Zan weight. Actually, which one? Hold on. Yeah, for Drake, by the way, it's, yeah, really a little bit more, like a little bit more brighter than the TT one. Yeah, with Reboot and Reboot, this is TT, this is Hasbro. It's a little bit like, I guess maybe brighter? Alright, so we're going to do the Pro chip. It is about 2.71. 2.97, obviously, because there's the difference in plastic. Alright, the original Ace, 9.48. Purple Ace, 9.41. Pro Ace, 9.22. So either way, somehow it's really like, somehow there's still a difference. Alright, TT Drake, 25.83. TT Reboot, Pro Reboot, Pro Zan 8.07. So as we can see that the little stoppers there help actually block the disc. The total weight gets to about 52.87 versus 53.87. Well, what? Yeah, this feels kind of whatever. You don't know, there's an LR launcher ripcord, and there is the Dragon Winder ripcord, right? So they could have included this in this release instead of giving us the same launcher that they just like to throw in, and I really hate it because that was a really nice launcher that came with Ace, had the whole little Dragon ripcord and everything, right? And it could have been like an incentive where I could say, well, you know, it kind of sucks, but there's this launcher. It's like not even. Okay, let's do a test launch. 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Yeah, and that's Reboot's gimmick. Kind of go normal, then after it goes flat when it activates. Okay. It's gonna lose, but I guess we're gonna see. You all know, they probably could have just given it a charge. That would have been at least a lot better than Reboot. I could say, well, also, what about Charge Dash? But at least Charge is less offensive than Reboot. I'm pretty sure we can say it was KO'd there, because it definitely got hit. Wonder what's gonna happen. Yeah, there you go. And that's why they gave the new mold of Ace stoppers. So I'll do one more with Zwei, and then after we'll end off. QR code, go and scan it. Scan it. Alright, so final thoughts on this. It is extremely passable. Like, unless you really, really want Drake, I would honestly say though, just don't buy it. Especially if they're just gonna do another release where they probably just recycle Drake. Like, there's no real reason to get this. It's the weakest out of Pro, and it basically shows all my gripes with Pro. Well, not all of them, not the teeth wear, but most of my gripes. Now, I think what would have made a lot more sense if Pro Series did not have such a high price point, I could care a lot less, because if these things are going to be charging for a lot, like in Canada, you don't even want to know the prices that they're going for, but at the very least, if the prices were a lot better, I could be like, oh, well, whatever. But people are spending a lot of money for this, so I at least expect they're doing a good job with it. Now, that being said, this is the only one where I think I'm going to be really upset. I think the other ones should be fine, hopefully. And yeah, huge shout out to KAIJU. What do you think of Dragon? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And as always, thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day.